Shanti. In order to be an easy yogi, become experienced in God's love, embodiment of love. Since your mind belongs to the Father, the questions of how can I engage my mind or how can I love him cannot arise. Because when you are always merged in love, when you are an embodiment of love and have become a master ocean of love, you don't then have to make effort to love him, because you have become an embodiment of love. The more the rays of the sun of knowledge and enlightenment increase, the more the waves of love surge. Om Shanti. Om Shanti. Welcome to Vikti Parivar. Today's day 11. In order to be an easy yogi, become experienced in God's love. Today's topic, embodiment of love. Now we will listen to Mohini Didi.
Om Shanti. Then I ask someone, or there are people, they say we are surrendered, right? Samarpit. So then my mind, body, wealth, relationships, everything belongs to Baba, right? But really, that's not true, because if this mind belongs to Baba, then there will be only Baba's remembrance. And we will not allow any thoughts which are wasteful or negative to emerge in the mind. Is Baba's mind. Like for wealth, like we are very attentive. I cannot use the wealth. I cannot use the wealth for anything. It's Baba's. For body, we say it's Baba's. But I don't think we say mind is Baba's. Because if we really think that way, we cannot let wasteful thoughts come. You know, so many worldly thoughts, many kinds of thoughts come in the mind. When you think this is Baba's mind, how can I allow that? See, that is why I had been saying that mind has to only think of Srimad, not dictates of any human being. So it's so interesting when we analyze this, that am I surrender? Many say I am a surrender, I am surrender. But when you look at their certain attitudes, decisions they make, doesn't look like it's surrender mind is thinking that. Because surrender mind is Baba's mind, right? So how will Baba's mind think? How will Baba's intellect think? So this understanding keep increasing day by day, and we become more and more not only powerful, honest, powerful, truthful. Like our mama, you know, would say, she always said, yes, Baba. And the way she spoke, we could feel that our understanding of Baba, our understanding of knowledge. So do I need to understand Baba first or knowledge? The recognition of Baba and then what he says as a value. And sometimes we say Baba says and we still do what our mind says. Right? Is it true? Does it happen? We say Baba's mind, but our own sanskar coming in the mind or influences of circumstances. So it's little bit, it will become easy, right? If we are honest, it's Baba, right? So embodiment of love. Since your mind belongs to the Father, since your mind belongs to the Father, the questions of how can I engage my mind or how can I love him cannot arise. Because when you are always merged in love, when you are an embodiment of love, no, because mind belongs to Baba. So there is love. When you are embodiment of love and have become a master ocean of love, then you don't then have to make effort to love him. You deeply within, you will feel so much love from Baba because you have become an embodiment of love. You know, when we met Dadis, any Dadi, any, because I met at least 100 of them, everyone was so loveful, so loving, everyone. Some Dadis were very known or popular, but any Dadi. Because in Delhi we had many of them. When you meet them, you just feel love of Baba from them. So it's very interesting. So Baba says, because you have become an embodiment of love, the more the rays of the sun of knowledge and enlightenment increases, the more the rays of the sun of knowledge and enlightenment increases, more the waves of love keep arising or surge. This really needs experiment, right? So maybe tomorrow, Amrit Vela, or this evening when you sit in meditation, contemplate on this point, and you will realize, and you know, when you realize, your effort will jump. Your effort will just become what you want to be. It's really a question of realization. Like I'm realizing, it's true. No, if mind belongs to Baba, how can I think this way? I say how to love Baba, how to receive love from Baba. And there will be so much difference that you will constantly start feeling love of Baba. So effort will be very happy, very easy, right? Feeling love from Baba, love of Baba all the time. So contemplate, go deeper, experiment, and become embodiment of love. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti, Didi.
Om Shanti Jodi Ben.
Good morning. I'm thinking about this business of love of God and and what you just read, the embodiment of love and what it allows. When after going to Pakistan in February, I began reading about all the stories of these Adiratans, what happened to them. And over and over, they say what Dadi Prakashmani said, which is that they looked in Baba's eyes and that was it. They were gone. They had immense love. They were in the golden age. So, do you think our love comes first from drishti or first from what we hear? What happened for you? What made you immediately fall in love with Baba?
Recognition through drishti that he is eternal Father. I have eternal relationship with him. Because I had believed in God, but I immediately felt that, yes, he's my parents of the soul. So through drishti, and then of course Baba's love, the way Baba take care. It was like we were always under his eyes, like he won't miss us.
Right.
That kind of feeling that Baba's love is protecting us. Baba's love which is sustaining us. So yeah, first is drishti, then what Baba does, how he gives us, keep
Oh,
increasing our love. And
yeah,
the soul experiences sustenance. No?
right. I think that's right. So the drishti, the experience, the feeling. Now, it's still Sunday here, and our Murli this morning, Baba talked about call of the time. And we're just getting ready, right? Charlie arrives tomorrow. Luciana Rossi's here. So we were all so happy to that he talked about call of the time when we were together. But he said his real point was giving people an experience, right? He
Mhm.
talked about giving people an experience. And you just brought that up too, the feeling that you got from Baba Srishti. What should we be doing to actually give people an experience? Because sometimes I think we do things that are a little bit contrived. You know what I mean? They don't always really give people an experience. So what do you think? What are the one or two things we need to do when we want people to have an experience of Baba?
It is be what we want them to experience. I have to be that.
Mhm.
That means when I'm talking about God's love or I'm talking about silence, your retreat is about silence this time, right?
Barely
So
a
if
couple
so
days.
when we like Dadi Janki will stand and be in silence for 5 minutes,
Hmm.
the whole energy of the room, everyone start experiencing that silence, right? So same could be that if whatever experience we want them, then I have to be embodiment of that. Like Baba said, embodiment of love. Now, if I have experienced love of God, be that embodiment, and people will feel that, no, they will experience that. So when I am embodiment of whichever quality, that quality spreads the rays, and others can feel that. So that's what Baba said.
Hmm.
So first, I have to have that experience.
Yeah,
So
that's
it's
very.
not in intellectual
Hmm.
and verbal explanation, but it's from our experience.
That's very nice. I think that's right. Um, okay, so there's something I'd like you to help me with. So I have watched you do things like get on a plane, fly across the country to San Francisco, sustain the sister there, and get back on a plane and fly back and be there one day. One day. And then I watched you do the same thing in England. You got on a plane on a Friday night, you flew to London, you took the car took you to Oxford. You were there one day and celebrated with them, said, gave your love to everybody, Brother Bridge, Mohan, etc., and flew home. Didi, how do you be a conqueror of matter? I mean, like what are you saying inside? What are you doing that allows you to do that?
I don't know what I do, but there are certain time, there is certain feelings, and especially like in London, I knew that when they will have inauguration, they will really miss Dadi Janki, and they will talk and they will think about Dadi. So then I said, okay, let me go. So I took night flight, reached around 11 or 9 o'clock. 11 o'clock is the program.
Right.
And then the whole day we did program. And next day was Brahmins gathering. And then I left that evening, came back. And some or other, the flight which I was expecting, it was more like for night flights, what they call it,
Mhm,
sleepers, coaches.
mhm,
And I was not very comfortable in the sense I didn't sleep much. And but when I came back, I was okay. So it was just like you feel that Baba wants, Dadi wants.
mhm.
And it's true because people were kind of amazed.
They were,
So
they
they
were
were, they
amazed.
were how can she come just for one day to England? And I think that happiness they had,
Mhm,
inspiration they had that we can do it. And same was California, because in California was more challenging because I went to uh, Anubhuti, I went to Milpitas, I went to Sacramento, few hours everywhere because after Chandruben, I hadn't gone. And I felt that somebody should go. Later on, I do send Jayanti there. But I spent about 5, 6 hours. It was Milpita's inauguration. And Kusumben said, no way, I'm going to inaugurate until you come. So I think I went there directly, then 4 places in California. Then I took night flight and I came back.
oh,
I did it. I did it, and it was okay, in the sense of. But then flight was few hours late.
yeah.
Yeah, it does happen.
See, I think that's love. Yeah,
Mm,
I mean, when I'm thinking about it, because I've I've had times when I didn't have enough strength to do what I wanted to do. And I watched you and others watched you and just said, wow, how is she doing that? But I think it's love. I mean, I think it's like you said, you knew they'd be thinking about Dottie in Oxford, and you knew Chandraben had been gone and you hadn't been out there. And I think there's some kind of love that allows you to do that, because if it just were determination, it wouldn't be enough, I don't think.
mm. When I came here, I thought I will take few days. It was very, very long trip, and we came but I didn't realize that the Raksha Bandhan had started. And here, but again, anyone who called Bhumi, we said, okay, come, come. We didn't say no, not to a single soul. Even last night were few, but day before, again there was a long queue. And Bhumi also feels that people very rarely get chance to come close or to say hello. And one young brother, there are so many departments. From every department, some came from Tapovan, from everywhere. So one very young person is calling Bhumi. This is first time Sister Mohini is here, and I really want to come, and I want to get Rakhi tied. But his voice was so innocent, and Bhumi said, "Okay, come this evening." So it's only yesterday we finished tying Rakhi. People can just keep coming, keep coming. So I definitely feel it's love for them, love for Baba, that they haven't experienced Baba. They didn't experience Mama nor Dadis. And
Right.
here they are surrendered and they're doing so much for Baba's Yagya. So at least a bit of love is very important in their life.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I feel. So you kind of overdo it.
Yeah.
4 hours you are sitting, and even in between you want to get up. But so in this way also it could be both. Your body can be less, but then on the other side, the blessings, you receive a lot of blessings. Even
Oh,
I was, yeah, even Muni Ben, she went on and on. And then we met together, Jayanti, when we all had lunch together. We were talking that, how important it is in people's life to experience that love, that kindness, that closeness. Right?
hmm. Baba must also help you. I mean, he must just put his hand down and just move you along because most people wouldn't even consider such a thing. We would immediately say it's not possible. But also Bhumika, she's got your she's is touched by the same things you're touched by. So, well, it's amazing to me. It's amazing. All right. I've got another question. So at dinner tonight, I was talking with Annabelle from Mexico and Luciana Rossi from Brazil about simplifying their lives. Um, and what a relief it is when they simplified and they got their lives less complicated. So I think a lot of people would like to simplify their life, but they don't know how. So I'm wondering, what would you tell someone who said to you, I want my life to be simpler, about where to start to make their life simpler and what the benefits, the spiritual benefits are of having a simple life?
You know, we are very careful here. We don't have too many things. We don't display any. I went to one place, they had so many things, so many things. But we have kept aim. Even now, my birthday is coming soon, and I said one of the announcements you all do, then only I celebrate that no gift.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, if you really want to give something, then here also when people come, one day Brother Braj, one day Kak, everyone should have Baba's box here. And then they clear it once in a week. And so anyone comes, we say Baba's room, there's Baba's box.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that simplifying yourself by not that I want. And then of course, few expenses come and automatically they come to Baba's Bandara. So I think simplifying is where I and mine.
Mm-hmm.
And I think why to gather things, no? If, even again, people what they can't use, then they give back the gift to someone else.
Yeah.
Then they give to someone else because lot of work, no? So why to take it? I learned from body ban, with body, no way. Whenever I went to Miami, I will take something. She said, but no, I don't want it. I won't use it. I don't have space. She never takes any gift, unless she could use it.
Yeah.
So I think somewhere you have to see how it is, not go by everyone does it, so let me do it. And so you could make it a simple life. It could be, I was telling them that when we got this place, extra 2 rooms, they were open spaces because we still have whatever rooms. So all this was open and people will come anytime. One time we were sitting here, of course, because I do Amrit, this Avyakti Parivar at 5. So they brought a minister and they just come up. So it was very open. So I said, but how can we live here? if we have elevator and stairs and people just walk in, no, we have some privacy. Somewhere we can. So then we decided that Nirvarbai said, okay, go ahead, close it. And that's where we started. But the thought was to make it so simple and spiritual, royal.
Mhm.
It's not like, okay, you at least somebody comes and looks around. It's beautiful, but
Mhm.
simple. So we told them we don't want to take any gift.
Yeah.
But then one of the family here were very, okay, what about clocks? We want to give you all the clocks. I said, okay, that is important because we have to buy clocks. So somebody came here day before, they said, your clocks are beautiful. I said, they are the gift from us. So I think that if we have aim, that you don't want to accumulate and collect things, somewhere deeply, uh, the whole aim is that whosoever comes should experience simplicity, should experience Baba, should experience love. The atmosphere should be such. Because what we need for ourselves is one room bed, because we don't use more than that.
Yeah.
And so I think that if there is aim, it does work.
And there is that connection, as you said, between simplicity and spirituality. They're related. A cluttered mind and a cluttered house wouldn't be hospitable to a spiritual experience, right?
Lot of, even one place we know that was very small place, and we are looking for them to give a bigger place. But if they keep putting everything there, then naturally it will be very crowded.
Yeah.
But if you remove half of the things, you will see the space. No?
Yeah. Do I have the time? Can I ask another question?
You have
Okay. Um, Didi, what does it mean to become perfect number-wise according to our parts?
according to our
Part.
part. Hmm. See, everyone's final stage is perfection, right? Even as we say that imperfection also, there are degrees, right?
Okay.
And we look at Brahma Baba's perfection, right? Then look at Mama, Dadi Prakashmani. And today also souls are becoming perfect. So it's their role now. It's like even perfection has some different degrees or some percentage, or it's not same. We cannot say today who is becoming perfect is equal to Brahma Baba. Brahma Baba's was shining, Brahma Baba, the way he left body. And in the end, he didn't say even once, Dadi Prakashmani, take care of you again.
Mhm.
He just gave hand in her hand, and through this, he said everything. So I think that we all have perfection of different stage. It can be role, but also more on the stage.
Hmm. Okay.
So everyone will become perfect, but everyone can't be number one, right?
Yeah, that's
So
a puzzle.
yeah, their part and their perfection. Even like when you have to get something, there are 10 things. All will look perfect, but the quality. Yesterday we were trying to look at something from Amazon, and somebody sent the sample, and then we were talking. So there are three things look all same, but price was 200 rupees extra
Oh.
because this is better. This is perfect. The quality is there.
Mhm. It's hard to understand. I mean, I understand on the surface, but in terms of, I guess each of us will make maximum effort because Baba's told us we can become perfect. And I guess it's an inner thing that expresses on the outside. We would know whether our feelings, how pure our feelings, how pure our intention, all of that, I guess.
I think that everyone will reach to 100% now, but quality will be different. Even in 100% quality, I will reach my 100%, you will reach your 100%, and it might be different.
This is a very subtle concept. Do I have to stop or can I keep going? Boomy?
But I think now our time is finished
Okay.
because Murli begins at 7. So souls have to go back to rooms and
Yeah.
get ready for Murli. So we try to finish in time.
I
You
love
have any short, you have short question, you can ask, but otherwise.
Well, it's a little bit, I guess let me make the long question short. In the Aviak Murli on Sunday, Baba said that we are to use time through the intellect. We're to, what was the connection between time and the intellect? How do we use the treasure of time with our intellect? Remember that part of the Murli? He talked about, you with your mind, you give powers, and with your, relationships, you give love and happiness. And then when he said with the treasure of time, you do that with your intellect. What does
Yeah,
that
because, where do I use my intellect? Sometimes we really go in details and use our intellect where it's not necessary. So you can use full stop. No, I'm not going to think about it. And I do it a lot,
Right. Okay.
because it's the time, it's energy, or all that. And people unnecessarily, 2, 3 years ago, something happened. They're repeating. I said, but that's old thing. It's
Right.
from the past. Why I have to do that? Like your intellect is discriminate how, in what way we should use our energy, time, even intellect.
Yeah.
So
Oh, that's good. That's clarifying. Okay. Thank you. I loved having a chance to chat with you. Have a lovely day. Happy birthday on Friday.
thank you. Thank you.